a couple watches to show you. These both have the same dial, so I figured I'd put them in the same video. So just to get into it, these are both, this would be what I would consider a Vostok mod, Amphibia mod. So it's not one of my custom dials. This is a stock dial that I've modded in two different styles. So what we've got here is we've got a brushed build with a gold PVD bezel with a silver insert with hour markings in black, diver style, anchor engraved crown, your two-tone band on there with a deployant clasp, small exhibition caseback window, gilded rotor, stainless steel movement holder in there. You can't really see. You've got your gold hands here with a custom painted seconds hand. And then on the other version, we also have custom gold hands with a matching to this one, custom painted gold seconds hand. This one's an antique brass cerakoted case with an antique bronze cerakoted. Why is my... That's so weird that my camera moves around with it. I just want it to, hang out. And it doesn't need to live focus with us here. So, antique brass cerakoted case, antique bronze cerakoted crown with the anchor engraving on there. We've got an antique brass cerakoted buckle to match the case on there. This one's on a nice two-tone, super soft leather. Gold PVD bezel on this, and the insert on this would be black with silver accents, diver style for minutes, whereas this is silver with black accents, hour diver style insert. This one also has a small exhibition caseback window, gilded rotor, and stainless steel movement holder. So that is both builds together. With these have a tension ring holding the bezel on it. So you can turn it left, you can turn it right. There is no clicking. These are just held on with a tension ring. This one's a little bit tighter because it's in a cerakoted case. This one is the same. It will be a little bit tighter because it is harder to move this one because it is not, doesn't have as much to grip there because it's more of a tall bezel. Same thing with this. You can turn it left, you can turn it right. It will not click. You're just going to kind of set it where you want it. And in theory, it's not really going to move because there's nothing for it to catch on, right? So these are automatic mechanicals. You can wind them, you can wear them, you can put them in a watch winder to keep your time. But if they are dead, or you're not going to be very active, you're driving or something like that, make sure you pre-wind them before you put them on. Just make sure you don't lose any time. And that only requires 4 or 5 seconds of setting them. So what you're going to do is you're going to unscrew your crown, and whenever you feel it and hear it clicking, and you can tell it's off the tubes, you can see a little bit of play in there, you are in your wind setting. And a turn this direction winds it. Backwards does nothing, but it's a lot easier to keep your spacing and to wind it quickly going back and forth. If you do it for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do it for something closer to 20-25 seconds, you'll max out your minimum 31-hour power reserve on here, though you cannot overwind it, so you can wind it as much as you like. If you pull it to the one end only, click, you can now set your time. You'll notice you've got a wobble crown. It will deflect lateral pressure from going through the stem into your movement, and you can go from winding to setting the time, but you cannot go from setting the time back to winding. As you can see, there's no clicking and no setting the time, other than it might jump around a little bit there. To reset your clutch, you'll have to thread it back in and back it back out. So if you wind it first, always, then set your time. So keep some tension, pull it out. So you notice you've got a date wheel on here. In order to advance that, you're going to find your midnight, which apparently was not there. You will go backwards to 8 o'clock. You'll notice as you pass 9, your date wheel will go up and drop back down. I go ahead and get all the way to 8 o'clock just to make sure I am safe. You don't want your date wheel to catch. And this is your quick way to set your date. So if you've got a 31-day month or 28-day month, or you don't wear your watch all the time and you want to make sure your date stays the same, this is the quick way to do it. As you can see, it doesn't actually take that long to do it. So today is the 8th. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 7:41 p.m.
7:41 p.m. on the 8th. $7.41. Also, the wobble chrome makes it nice and easy to push right back over and thread down. So there is that build, 741. Doing the same thing with this one just to show you. I'll sit here and wind it for a minute, get it all built up. This one's actually going out to my buddy Bruce tomorrow in the mail. And he's East Coast as well, so there's a chance it'll still be running when he gets it. But this is what he's going to do when he gets it. So same thing on the date wheel. You're going to advance it. There is the 29. Drop it back down. There's 30. Not sure why my camera is jumping with my hands. They should just film. Let me bounce around. But sooner or later, you'll all be a professional doing this. Doesn't actually take terribly long. There are times when I have to advance it 30 days because I will show somebody how to set the time, or I'll go ahead and set the time and then I'll go ahead and do a video and I forgot I've done that, and I'll advance it a day and realize I need to advance it 30 more to get it back on track. Okay, Google, what time is it?
7:43 p.m.
7:43 p.m. Same setup as the other. Threads right back down. That is his setup on this one. So with these ones, since these are some Vostok mods, I went with my original boxes that I used to do in the beginning before I was doing custom dials. And these are my original slider boxes, so that will just slide right on. So I'll throw these in one of those. This is a kind of burnt box style, but slider boxes. So each build will come with matching beads. This one will come with leather conditioner, which I don't have sitting over here because why would I? But they will come with watch cleaner, so Brewster's will be come with this. This is good on all glass and metal parts of this whole watch. You can clean this watch with this. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. Builds come with fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon repackaged. This is an acrylic glass and you can scratch it. If you do, put a tiny bit on there and buff it out. So you will buff against that scratch, filling the scratch. Buff with your microfiber. In about 15 seconds, it should be perfectly clean. Only use what you need because the rest is going to soak into this and get pushed around your bezel, get pushed under it. A little bit will go a long way. I promise you there's enough in here to last 5 watches, probably 10 years. So you don't need that much, I promise. And found that leather conditioner. Thanks. If you find that this leather strap is ever getting rough, put a little bit on it. Generally the back side of it, which is against your skin. Let it soak in, remove any excess, kind of let it set up, and it will be super soft. Again, there's plenty in there to last as long as you're strapped. So those are both builds. Like I said, I've filmed it together since they are the same watch, but 2 versions. Once again, that one is in a brushed case with an SS band, 2-tone SS band, but any brushed band will look good with that. And then this one was an antique brass cerakoted case build on leather with a matching cerakoted buckle, which this would also look good on an SS. Now, probably an SS that's cerakoted to match, or an antique bronze strap, or obviously leather. So those are the two builds. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And thank you guys for hanging out with me this whole time. It's a 10-minute video. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.